You're hearing it first on Times Now. Exclusive details of what has been divulged by Arpita Mukherjee, the close aide of Partha Chatterjee, Mamata Banerjee's minister, who is under a scrutiny now for not just making money off several deals in the field of education, in the teachers' recruitment scam, but also through some fraudulent robbery deals, money laundering, hawala transactions. All of that is under scrutiny. Times Now gets you details of 5 things that Arpita Mukherjee said today. Let's in fact get in Tamal Saha live as well. Enforcement Directorate sources have told us that all the money that was the proceed of crime was packed into one room. Now this is the key room which is now being investigated. It was searched by ED sleuths. The cash came from there, and the only person who had access to the cash within was Partha Chatterjee. Who did the drop of the money? Nobody else was allowed access until Partha Chatterjee had authorized them. Different men used to carry the money every time any money had to be deposited. And Arpita Mukherjee wasn't the only one. Tamal Saha is getting us all of that information. So what is this mini bank that Arpita has spoken of to ED sleuths today? Over to you.
Well, Padma, very, very interesting. Arpita Mukherjee, if we go by sources, hasn't really revealed much, but whatever she has said, she has disclosed that in her 3 BHK room, one particular room was almost like a mini bank for Partha Chatterjee. Every time he would visit Arpita Mukherjee's house, there would be people who would be allowed access inside that room, essentially, which now means in order to dump liquid cash. Now, since when Arpita Mukherjee knows Partha Chatterjee? She was introduced to Partha Chatterjee by a very noted Bengali actress from the Bengali film industry back in 2016. And 2018 onwards, this access to the house of Arpita Mukherjee began for Partha Chatterjee. What you're also learning from sources, Arpita Mukherjee has suggested that she was not the only female friend in Partha Chatterjee's life. Possibly, like she, there was another custodian, another female friend who, like Arpita Mukherjee, was the custodian of the money. Now, frequent Partha Chatterjee is to visit Arpita Mukherjee's house. We are learning from sources once in every 10 days. And Partha Chatterjee had used her house and possibly used the house of another female friend, which is outside Calcutta, almost like a mini bank. Nobody had access to that house. People who were authorized by Partha Chatterjee would only have access to the house. And at times, different people would come and, come in order to dump money. So,
interesting.
So, at this point
very, very interesting details that all of this leads back to Partha Chatterjee, but now he is not the only one, because another MLA of the Trinamool Congress has also been called in for questioning. Thanks very much, Tamal, for breaking us those exclusive details. Let us take it straight across, because now the question being asked is, what is the relationship between Mamata Banerjee, Trinamool Congress, and all these details that are being divulged now? Guru Prakash, spokesperson of BJP, Rishi Bagri, political analyst, Tosifur Rahman, political analyst, and that question is for you, Professor Manojit Mandal, spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. It's not just about Partha Chatterjee. It is also about the party. Another MLA has been called for questioning tomorrow.
I think your reporter should have informed you that this particular person was called in before as well.
He was the, president of primary board. He was not just an MLA of TMC. He was called, I tell you, he was called as the former president of primary.
That doesn't matter, sir. He's an MLA of your party. He may be called as the organizer of a puja pandal. He may be called as a, as the primary board president, but he is an MLA of your party.
You are not correcting yourself, your reporting. I'm giving you the correct information.
Is he an MLA of your party or not?
But he was not called as an MLA. He was called as the.
He has been called for questioning, and he is your party MLA. Now, in what capacity he has been called? We are just splitting hair, and even you know that, Professor Mandal. He is an MLA, and he has been called.
But he was primary board chairman, not as an MLA. You don't know the history of this man.
This is like saying that Yasin Malik is chairperson of JKLF, and he is also a terrorist. So he is being tried as a terrorist and not the chairperson of JKLF. Sir, I mean, we are just dealing in inanities over here.
This is also like saying Pragya Singh Thakur was chosen by Mr. Amit Shah, and that's so Amit Shah is also indulging her terrorism.
That is
Right?
a apples to oranges comparison, वैसे तो. I am just asking you a simple question. One minister is in jail, one MLA is questioned. How can you still continue to distance yourself from this scam, Professor Mandal?
First of all, you say quote unquote scam. There was no, proof of the scam. Okay, the court has.
What do you think 21 crore rupees is? Chadhava?
21 crore rupees was found in someone's houses who has got nothing to do with the party. And even the link has to come out whether the money was actually connected to Mr. Partha Chatterjee.
21 crore rupees is found in Arpita Mukherjee's house. Arpita Mukherjee is saying very clearly, by the way, there are house deeds of her, in her name, found with Partha Chatterjee. Partha Chatterjee is a minister in your government even as we speak. Are you saying there is still no connection?
By the same logic, Nitish Pramanik is the Home Minister of State of Mr. Amit Shah. He was rewarded because of his cases. So Home Minister is also indulging that criminal charged of murder, extortion, sexual harassment. Or Mehul Bhai. The whole world know who is Mehul Bhai and who was his Mota Bhai. So Mota Bhai is also responsible for that.
Okay,
so
we can go on and on with a whataboutery, or we can have a straight link. Your TMC MLA is not your MLA. He is the chairperson of some primary board. Your MP is not your MP. He is somebody who is related to Arpita Mukherjee.
You are throughout the night. Why you are so worked up? I don't understand. 10 p.m.
Sir, I am worked up because 21 crore rupees have been taken from people and they have been denied a job. Poor people are sitting there in Kolkata saying, give us our job.
You are worked up, listen to the answer.
I will be worked up. If poor people don't get jobs, even you should be worked up. They voted for you, not for me.
You want me to answer the way you want. You are not the owner of this country, madam. You are not the owner of Trinamool Congress. I will answer the way I want. I understand it.
Okay.
Or my party understands. My party has got no connection with the money, no connection with corruption. That you're trying to drag Mamata this name. Fine, the people of Bengal have already rejected your argument, including media's argument.
Okay.
2021, you forgot that probably.
Okay, although to be fair, we are in 2022 and we haven't taken this argument to the people. Okay.
By the people of people.
Okay, let me get in Guru Prakash now. Guru Prakash, first of all, you trying to pin this on TMC and Mamata Banerjee is not going to work. Not working.
Padmaja, we need clarity on a couple of things. I was patiently listening to the gentleman from the Trinamool Congress, but on a very elementary analysis of the history of...
But you will be allowed to speak.
I did not... please.
No. You can't say that I was allowed to speak. So don't discuss facts. You will be allowed to speak.
Mr. Mandal, can we speak? Can we have a civil conversation, please?
Yes, you will speak.
Mr. Mandal, can we have a civil conversation?
Don't take me civility.
Thank you.
This is a channel that you people have hired.
Thank you, Mr.
This is a channel that you people have hired.
While it's great to have that occasional banter with you, Professor Mandal, this is not okay. Let's be civilized. You expect civility? Please also extend civility. Let's not talk about who's hiring who, because we literally have people disclosing right now how money was being delivered to the house of your minister. So let's not get into that, okay? Let Guru Prakash speak. Go on, Guru Prakash.
As long as you are not allowing me to speak, I will.
You keep talking over others and then you keep complaining that nobody allows you to speak. But this is your tactic. You don't want to let people speak because then uncomfortable details will come out. Go on, Guru Prakash, speak.
Thank you so much, Padmaja. Padmaja, we need to understand one thing, that there has been a history of scams when it comes to West Bengal. Coal scam, Rose Valley scam, Sharda, Narda, flood relief, SSC scam. We have to understand this. We have to understand that the Chief Minister of West Bengal is sharing a stage with someone. The Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, sharing stage with Arpita and saying ki acha kaam kar rahe ho, acha kaam karte raho. What was this acha kaam? This corruption? This Bhrashtachar is the acha kaam? The SSC scam, the case is still pending in the High Court of Kolkata. The Enforcement Directorate was asked to go to Kolkata by the Kolkata High Court Please have this clarity in your mind. When the Chief Minister of West Bengal is sharing the stage, she's legitimizing this. She's legitimizing the corruption in the state. 21 crore hard-earned money of the taxpayers in the people of West Bengal. And now you are being so stubborn, you are not allowing anyone else to speak. There are evidences out in the open. There are evidences out in the open in the public. 21 crore hard cash. Where are you going to hide this? Are you going to hide behind it? There are history of scam, coal block scam everywhere. From Mr. Abhishek Banerjee to Arpita Mukherjee. Everyone is neck deep in corruption.
Professor Mandal,
have a lot of questions to answer.
Why would you share a stage with somebody you don't know?
Please don't test the patience of people of West Bengal.
Professor Mandal.
That's what I said. When someone is accused of, siphoning 10,000 crores, Mehul Joshi, why did the Prime Minister embrace him, calling him Mehul Bhai? Does that mean the buck stops with the Prime Minister too?
What sort of lies are you propagating, sir? What sort of lies are you saying?
Do I not call you an uncivil person?
Pointless lies.
Do I not call you an uncivil person?
You have any evidence? I challenge you. I challenge you. Stop spreading lies and misinformation.
Stop pointing. First of all, behave properly on TV. You're lecturing, but I won't call you an uncourteous man. You're barbarically barging in. Did I disturb you, sir?
You're spreading misinformation.
Did I disturb you, sir?
You have zero information.
Did I disturb you?
अच्छा काम कर रहे हो. Mamata Banerjee is legitimizing the corruption.
Did I tell you had this channel? Did I tell you?
Come on,
you
come
disturbed
on.
me?
Professor Mandal, every single time. Can you deny the fact that today you have Arpita Mukherjee saying who allowed for money to come into that room? Partha Chatterjee. Who sent men with money? Partha Chatterjee.
Stop your friend first.
ED is telling the court that minister is behaving like a don. He is threatening us.
Did I disturb this barbaric person on TV?
Oh, come on, Professor Mandal. Now you know that you are just trying to derail the debate.
If he has
and you're just being nasty to everyone.
So yes, he is becoming nasty with me. Did I disturb him? Did I disturb
Professor
him?
Mandal,
I will speak.
Today Arpita Mukherjee has told the people questioning her that there is one person who authorized how the money came in, Partha Chatterjee. Partha Chatterjee continues to be your minister and you are distancing yourself.
On and on and on. Let me answer. You come in, your friend will come in an absolutely uncourteous manner. You will not allow me to speak. You are laughing like a stupid anchor on TV. I am sorry to say use this language. I am answering the
Except
question.
I don't think you are sorry, Professor Mandal. What you're hoping is that the next 4 minutes will go in doing exactly this. But that's okay. That's okay. That is entirely your wish. You want to behave like that. Great for you. I gave you time. You choose not to use it. Rishi Bagri, let's talk about facts. Other than this connecting the dots, do you have anything substantive on the government? There is nothing substantive on the government, says Professor Mandal, when he is not being abusive. Yes.
Thanks, Padmaja. The West Bengal public has seen how rupees 21 crore hard-earned public money has been recovered by the ED from the residence of the Arpita Mukherjee. And she was a close aide of Partha. She always used to follow Partha, always used to shadow and mirror Partha. And everybody in that posh society have seen Partha visiting her home once in every week or once in every 10 days. So you cannot just distance yourself, and Partha cannot just distance himself with the Arpita. And she actually, this is not the only flat. He has an access to 3 other flats in the same posh locality, in the same posh complex. And actually, how come these things happen? And all proofs, including the black diary, which was recovered with the cash, points towards Partha. I mean, it includes the Hawala transaction and the proceeds of the crime and how the money has been taken off. The money was recovered in the envelopes of the West Bengal Education Ministry.
Okay,
so you
Professor
cannot
Mandal,
just simply
just answer the simple question: why did the CM share a stage with a tainted lady?
The CM did not even know her. It's the same logic I'm saying that why did this Prime Minister share a stage with Mehul Joshi?
How can you not know somebody and say you're doing great work? She spoke to Arpita.
She informed on stage. She has made it amply clear. She was informed on stage. This is an actress from Odia and Tamil film. She was an actress. If she's introduced as an actress, the Chief Minister has to address her.
Guru Prakash.
She was not an individual, normal individual.
Guru
she was
Prakash.
a celebrity. As it was being
Said it on record. On record, Professor Mandal, you cannot run away from this. You cannot run away from this allegation of corruption. 21 crore. Hard-earned money. The taxpayers of West Bengal, they're going to punish you. Please don't have this arrogance. You are sharing stage with a person who is accused in corruption, with a person from whose house 21 crore cash is recovered. 21 crore cash, hard-earned taxpayers' money of the people of West Bengal. They are not going to forgive you ever. You are legitimizing the corruption.
Okay,
Corruption
our idea was not to take anyone's side or anyone's line. It was only to put out the facts as we get them. Tomorrow, another MLA has been called in for questioning. What is going to happen there? You will hear it first right here on Times Now. Till then, we will stay true to the facts and more from that Black Diary. I will get that to you at 10 p.m. tonight on the News Hour agenda. For the meantime, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me.